Summertime means a lot of people are out swimming, making it a good time of year. To remind everyone about swimming safety, Mike Schnapper from the Rockford Fire Department is joining us now to share more. He's also going to talk about RFD's recruitment push right now. But first, water safety. This is pool season, Mike. So what do folks need to know about staying safe and keeping out of the water if it's dangerous?
Well, one thing that we always want to make sure is that people are properly supervised anytime they're going into the water. So if you have your smaller children, you want to make sure that an adult is nearby, keeping an eye on them. If we can keep our pools fenced in, that's the other thing. We don't want anyone accidentally falling into a pool, and obviously bad things can happen there. We want to make sure that people, should someone fall in, know what to do. CPR, absolutely. Rescue breathing, 100%. The other thing is, we're lucky enough in the city of Rockford, we have a beautiful river running right down the middle of the city, and we want to make sure that people are being as careful as they can. Remember, it's swift water, so you fall in, you could be very far downstream before that happens. Even on the fire department, within 15 feet of the water, we're wearing flotation devices. So again, supervision is important, and then just be aware of the
understanding conditions. How dangerous the currents are in the Rock River, or any river for that matter.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, we just had the July 4th holiday. Folks did a lot of grilling. They're probably still going to do some summertime grilling. A lot of folks will use the charcoal, and they may not be aware of how to dispose of those coals, because that can lead to a pretty good blaze.
Absolutely. So we want to make sure that if you are using charcoal, I love it, the flavor from it, that's fantastic. What you want to make sure that you're doing is let the coals burn out entirely still in the receptacle that you were cooking. What we want to make sure we're not doing is dumping them out sooner, because that is a source of ignition. Again, like you said, we could get a blaze out of it. We want to avoid that as much as possible. All
right, now recruitment. You guys are looking for firefighters and EMTs and that kind of thing. Talk about what you're looking for. What kind of person could be a Rockford Fire Department firefighter?
Well, what's kind of great about the fire service is anyone can contribute. It's a very there are so many different facets to what we do in this day and age that we want to make sure that we get a lot of different perspectives, a lot of different experiences, a lot of things like that. Anyone from the age of 21 to 35 can apply, as long as you have a GED or a high school diploma. But we want as many different kinds of people as possible, because the more diverse the department is, the more we're going to be able to serve the community. The application period's open until the 26th of July, so we're actually getting you guys the information so you can put it up. Besides that, we want to make sure that people are getting involved as much as possible.
And you guys are a brotherhood, much like the police department, where you bond with the people you work with. And
100%.
I have a lot of firefighter friends, and they say that's part of the appeal of the job, is working side by side with professionals who share the same passion for saving people.
Of course, we bond through service, and that's a big thing for us. We all have best friends in the fire department. There are guys who marry sisters of firefighters or brothers of firefighters. It's great that basically it's a community as much as it is a job.
That's fantastic. Well, Mike, thank you for joining us and offer some tips on staying safe for not only the post-holidays, but also for the swimming. It's a good reminder about the Rock River. You're talking about that swimming safety. That's an important reminder, because that is dangerous waters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. So mostly I want to make sure everybody stays safe and enjoys this beautiful season. All
right, Mike, thanks again. We'll see you down the road.
Perfect. Thanks, Tom.
All right, Mariana Danelli is going to join us with your national headlines. Still ahead. Stay with us.